everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to show you how we live in a one bedroom with a baby. I gave birth to my baby boy Ezra 6 months ago, and so we've been living in this situation for the past 6 months. We live in a one bedroom, one bathroom home, and I remember when I was pregnant, I was worried about how I was going to fit all of my baby stuff, the baby's crib, all of his items in a one bedroom when most people have 2 bedrooms or more for their babies, or their baby has a separate room. And one thing to note is that the American Academy of Pediatrics does recommend sharing a room for at least 6 months to a year. So a lot of people have their babies with them in the same room for the first several months of their life, especially when the baby is waking up to feed during the nighttime. And then when you transition them to the crib, usually that's when the mom and dad move them into their own bedroom. For us, that's not an option because the only other place he could sleep is the living room, and we weighed the options about having him sleep in the living room versus our bedroom. We would rather have the living space for ourselves, especially since he goes to bed around 7, rather than having him take up that whole area. We'd have to hide in the bedroom. So we'd rather him just take the bedroom during his naps and have it for his sleep time as well. So I'm going to give you a little tour of our bedroom and how we set it all up. But I just wanted to give you a few other tips if you are thinking about having a baby and you live in a one bedroom. The first tip is to have his own space within your bedroom. We're lucky that our bedroom is fairly large, that we can fit both our bed and his pack and play. We chose to go with a pack and play because it's easier. It has a smaller footprint than a crib. It's easily broken down and set up if we go visit my parents, for example, or go on trips. It also has a changing station on it, so it serves a 2-in-1 purpose, and it looks perfectly fine. It also served as the bassinet, so we didn't have to buy a separate bassinet feature. He no longer sleeps in the bassinet, so I don't have that set up anymore. In my newborn essentials video, you can click up here to watch how we had that set up, and any of my other vlogs before he outgrew the bassinet feature. Also in his corner, we have his own dresser, so that includes all of his clothes. It also has all of his blankets and things, and that way we don't have to stuff all of his stuff into our closet. He just has his own dresser. He also has this little caddy which has more of the medical necessities. He has his diapers, wipes. He also has things like his medicine, his vitamins, other things, and I also keep his books on top that we rotate through. That way we have everything in one corner for him. He has his own little area and we have our area. We have a full-size bed, so I'm sure if your room is smaller or you have a larger bed, you're gonna have less space, but we have plenty of space for him. He just has his little section and we have ours. And then I'll show you his play area, because it's also important for them to have a little play area. For newborns or even babies who can't crawl yet, they are really confined to a pretty small space. So all you need is about the space of the mat. I'll show you the Lovevery mat that we have. He's able to play and be near us. The next tip I would have is to have his play area be in an area where you are, which for us is the living room. If he has a separate playroom, you're gonna have to be in there and not maybe be able to access things like the kitchen, or for us, we're working, if we need to access our laptops and still keep an eye on him. It's nice that he can be with us in the living room playing, and then when it's time to sleep or take a nap, he can go into the bedroom and it's a separated space. So for us, his play area is the living room and his sleep area is the bedroom. My next tip is for the bedroom, make sure you create a conducive atmosphere for a baby. Babies like it to be dark and cool, so 68 to 72 degrees. If you need to buy a portable heater like we have, we use that to make sure at night he is warm enough. And we also bought blackout curtains. That way it can be dark enough when he takes his naps, because he's going to be napping here during the day and at night. We also have his Hatch sound machine, which helps babies to get used to sleeping outside of the womb because it makes a similar noise. It also helps to drown out outside noise, because obviously he's sleeping during the day and he's sleeping at 7 p.m. We're still out there, we're watching things, we're talking, if we have guests over, we're doing the dishes. We don't want to have to be super quiet, so that helps to drown out the sound. The other good thing about the Hatch sound machine, or really any type of night light, is that it has a light feature, because again, we're going to be coming in here when he around 10, 11 p.m. after he's been asleep for several hours. We don't want to turn the light on. It's also hard to sometimes use your phone So what the Hatch has is you can turn on the night light and you can choose any color you want. I've heard that red is good because it's not as awakening and it's more of a duller color, I guess, for nighttime. We also used this when he was a newborn and waking up several times throughout the night to feed him, because when you feed, you don't want to turn the light on, but you need to be able to see giving him the bottle or if you're breastfeeding. That's why the Hatch nightlight is great too, because we can just turn the light on for the feeding, turn it off when it's time for him to go back to bed, or even for middle of the night diaper changes. So make sure you have some sort of night light or small light that doesn't wake up the baby or stimulate him too much, so that he knows it's still nighttime, but you can still see what you're doing. Another helpful aspect was to have a couch area that we and I can hang out in, because again, usually we would hang out in our bedroom and watch stuff on the bed, but we can't do that because Ezra is sleeping in there. And so we use our couch, and it luckily is a futon, so we sometimes even put it down so that we can lounge a little more comfortably. But make sure you have a space for you and your husband or partner to hang out, relax in at night, or even during the day if you don't have a desk, because your bedroom is pretty much off limits once your baby is sleeping in there, so you want to be able to have other areas to hang out in. My last tip is similar. Because you're not able to access things like the bedroom during his naps and nighttime, make sure you plan ahead. So what I do is, for his last wake window, I go in and I pick up all of my shower items, my towel, my pajamas, and I set them all aside in the bathroom. That way I don't have to go in and get some. When I'm ready to shower at the end of the day, I don't have to go into the bedroom and disturb him, try to look for things and potentially drop something, make a loud noise, wake him up. And also during naps, if I ever need anything during his nap time, I make sure I take it out of the bedroom before that. Also, I have a little pile of things that I need to take into the bedroom when he wakes up from his nap to put things away, do the laundry, etc. So make sure you plan ahead, because you're not going to be able to access the bedroom during naps or sleep time. So make sure you get anything you need out or put things back in afterwards. Okay, so this is Ezra's side of the bedroom. As you can see, on this side is our bed, and this whole section is for him. We have his pack and play / crib / changing station. Here we have his dresser with his sound machine on top, and then I'll show you over here, which is his little caddy and diaper pail. So this is a pretty good sized bedroom, and he's able to have his whole corner over here. And as you can see, there's enough space for me to get up and quickly tend to him if I need to, but also there's enough distance between us so that I'm not constantly bothering him, or vice versa if he wakes up. And the sound machine also helps to drown out a lot of the noise if he wakes up, or if I accidentally drop something or I'm shuffling throughout the night. So I've shown this before, but this is the Graco Pack and Play. He no longer uses the bassinet, so he sleeps on the bottom. We did buy a separate mattress for it that fits the Pack and Play snugly. That way it's a little more comfortable. There's his sleep sack. This is the changing table, so you've seen this in a lot of my vlogs, but it's just an attachment that he can go on top of and we can change him. There's a changing station right here, so we put his diapers, wipes, some diaper cream over there, and then this caddy, which was a gift from someone at our church. On the top, I keep some of his books that we rotate through during the day. We have socks, Vaseline, lotions, medicines, hand sanitizer, so I don't have to wash my hands in between diaper changes. I also have more diapers here and an extra pack of wipes. And on the bottom are just extra items like some shoes that he sort of fits but not quite yet, and just miscellaneous items that I might need to grab. This is his laundry basket. It's more of like a sack, but it's just one of the extra ones we used to have in our old place. This is his diaper pail. Very simple, a good place to put his diapers so it doesn't smell, and just to house them since it's right next to the diaper changing station. This is his dresser, so we are able to keep all of his clothes in here, his onesies, his blankets, all kinds of things, which is really nice because then we can quickly grab items when we need them. Here's the Hatch sound machine. You can program it so that when you tap it, it knows which setting to go on. The first setting is just the sound. And then the next setting is the actual night light. So you can see it has that red color, which is perfect for nighttime if we need to see something but not to disturb him. So it's a pretty good distance from his actual crib, but he can still hear it and it can still drown out noise from this wall, which goes out into the living room. That is his area, and then as you can see, here is our bed. Right next to it, I have just basically a nightstand that is in between us, and it works perfectly. We have a lot of space that we can have for ourselves, but also have for him. Alright, so we are in the living room now, and as you can see, Ezra is playing. This is his play area. We basically have him in front of the couch, and then our desks are over there. So this is a great way if you only have one bedroom to have a separated play area for your baby in the living room. And that way we can tend to things like the kitchen, which is over there, or we can be at our desks doing quick work, or even just lounging here on the couch next to him, playing with him. Let me show you a close-up of his play area. So this is the Lovevery play mat. So like I said, you probably only need a space about this large since they don't move that much, at least in the beginning until they're starting to crawl. And he's just playing right now. And this is the heater I was talking about. It's just from Dyson. We got it used, but it's able to just give him heat because it's a little bit colder out here than it is in the bedroom, and we can take it in during the winter time if we need to in the bedroom to make him warmer. And here is our desks right next to him. Another option if you have a one bedroom is to have his toys and his toy shelf in the living room as well. So basically his play area is in the living room. Here we have a Montessori style shelf where we have both books and toys. Eventually I'll swap out the books with toys, that way he can grab what he wants and rotate them throughout each week. But because he can't crawl and get them, and because he doesn't have that many toys to begin with, right now we're just using this as more of a bookshelf, and then he has toys on the bottom. So again, this is a good option if you don't have a separate playroom, or if your baby doesn't have their own bedroom to store all of their toys and books. You can just do it out here in the living room, and I actually think it looks fine paired with all the other things in our area. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of how to live in a one bedroom with a baby. It's actually not that bad, and I will say it's difficult because we can't go into our room, or I sort of feel like our bedroom has been taken over by Ezra, but it's definitely doable and very comfortable. So if you have a one bedroom and you're expecting or you're about to have a baby, I hope you found these tips helpful. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!